You're listening to High Frequency Healing on the Superpower Up podcast, the show that explores the awakening of superpowers through higher dimensional healing.
Hello, this is AngelaMaría, one of the Superpower Up hosts, and you are listening to High Frequency Healing Show. The only difference between where you are to where you want to be is the actions you take here and now to heal your life. Let's take a deep breath and be here and now. I invite you to enjoy this time together. So here we go. Let's welcome Dr. Shivani Gupta to my show. We will be talking about to love oneself through the body. Dr. Shivani Gupta is a serial eco and social entrepreneur, Ph.D. in Ayurvedic studies, wellness expert, and speaker. Upon completion of her master's and Ph.D. in Ayurvedic studies, Shivani created her innovative Modern Ayurveda program and has implemented and shared it as an accessible practice. Her formula or balance that fuses self-care, digestion, inflammation, stress, and metabolism to stay on point remains the basis for her integrative program, utilizing Ayurveda as a daily path to optimal health for the body, mind, and spirit. A self-professed guinea pig who has tried it all, Shivani's inspiration and entrepreneurial vision draws from yearly trips to India and abroad, where she studies alongside gurus of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine and applies an international mix of health modalities. Please join me to welcome Dr. Shivani Gupta. Hello!
Hi.
Hi, I'm so excited you're here with us because I love this topic about Ayurveda. You cannot imagine. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes, I pronounce it Ayurveda, but lots of people say Ayurveda here.
Okay, perfect. So, Dr. Shivani, what's your healing superpower?
That is a great question. I love to show people that self-care can be the foundation stone or anchor that we use every single day to feel incredible. And so I think my superpower is inspiring people to choose themselves and choose self-care first and really just feel incredible in their bodies again.
Choose themselves first. I do believe that's the key for happiness, successful, inner peace, and everything else. Thank you. I love that superpower. So, Dr. Shivani, would you please take us back to your early years and name one memorable life lesson that is useful for you today?
That's a great question. So I, growing up, was part of a family that suffered from diabetes. And I remember growing up watching my own family suffer. My grandparents had a quadruple bypass. My grandmother did. My grandfather had his leg amputated. And growing up surrounded by so much suffering, I realized that diabetes and these diseases that hurt our bodies and hurt our lives, they can be prevented. And that's where I wanted to focus my effort, was how do I stop that from happening in myself, in my siblings, in my own parents? Because I didn't want people's quality of life at the end to be the worst. I saw that everyone worked so hard, and we, in my family, we're all entrepreneurs. We all thrive and we feel incredible, and we go at it in life 200 miles an hour. And then all of a sudden you hit 60 and everything gets really bad. And that doesn't make sense. We shouldn't have that type of life where normally you're saving all the fun for retirement and there's no fun to be had.
Yes.
So,
Shivani, and I'm sorry that I didn't have this question, but I really would like to ask. Usually when you have this kind of family disease, there is an inheritance behind. So according to all your studies and your own experience, that means it can be healed. can be cured. So it doesn't mean that if my family has died from heart attack, that is what I have to go through, and there is not any other way to.
Correct. Absolutely.
I love this. Dr. Shivani, where can people go to find out more about you?
My website is shivanigupta.com, Shivani Gupta.com, and then it's also fusionaryformulas.com, FUSIONARY formulas.com. And then I'm on Instagram posting a lot of information on herbs and spices and self-care and how we can use Ayurveda.
Oh, love it. And Instagram is also Shivani Gupta?
Yes, that one's at doctor, like Shivani Gupta, and then at Fusionary Formulas.
Perfect. We've been talking with Dr. Shivani Gupta to love oneself through the body. When we come back from this short break, we are going to talk more about her healing superpowers. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you here to change the world? Do you talk about things like vibration, frequency, awakening, and consciousness? Are you pretty sure you have superpowers? The Superpower Net is unlike normal coaching programs and conscious communities. We provide training, intuitive guidance, peer-to-peer learning, intensive one-on-one coaching, and a high vibrational network of people just like you. When you join the net, you get 24/7 access to a collaborative group of people who support you as you master your personal power and unlock your superpowers. If you're ready to use your superpowers to change the world, then join the Superpower Net today. Visit superpowerexperts.com/thenet to learn more.
We're back, and you're listening to High Frequency Healing Show. Today, we are talking with Dr. Shivani Gupta about to love oneself through the body. Dr. Shivani, was there a burning bush moment that made your heart desire changing your path in life?
Yes, when I was in college, I traveled to India and I got so sick. And I was given very strong medication that literally destroyed my gut lining. And when I returned to the US, I was so sick with a cold. And I was told, you can't take anything and you really need to heal your body. And that was the first moment where I thought, wow, I really need to take the control and the reins of my own health in my own hands. I can't just trust what others tell me is the best way to go. I need to dive much deeper into my understanding of my own body so that I can prevent things, so I can be stronger, so I can work out and have the healthiest life possible. So that was my moment where I switched and said, I control my health. Just because anyone who might be an expert doesn't mean they get to choose what I choose for my body.
Exactly. Doctor, you said something and that just clicked in my heart. I was told. Who told you?
It was a doctor in India. I was taken to the family doctor who was an MD, and he gave me a course of antibiotics that made sense to him. But now when anyone mentions an antibiotic to me or anything, I say, which one? Why? What is it going to do? Can't the milder one still do the job? And the answer is pretty much always yes. And I weigh my own pros and cons before I make any decision to put anything in my body.
And then you also said, I need to heal my body. And I think that's a huge topic nowadays, and especially here in the United States. I am from Colombia, and I do believe Latin America is going in the same line. But here specifically, our health is their business.
Right, it's true.
And if we don't ask our body, I love what you just said. I need to ask not just the doctor to just be aware of the pros and cons, but also asking my body, is this really what I need? Is this really what I am meant to do? And is this the healing process I really need to go through? Or there is something else? Because I do believe your body talks to you. And whatever it is, a cold, an infection, something more critical like a heart attack, a stroke, your body is asking you something. Your body has a message. And when we go to the doctors, with all respect, and they prescribe the medicines they believe is the best, those medicines are just like putting that disease or that symptoms to sleep. But it's not really a deep healing process happening. And that's what we are going to discuss with Dr. Shivani Gupta. And that's why I love this topic. Am I wrong?
No, you're totally right. Healing comes on so many levels, as you know, and there's the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And I focus a lot on the physical because I find that if I don't keep this physical body happy, I can't rise into my higher states of being. Or sometimes we can go at the opposite direction, raise the frequency, raise the mood and the states, and then the body can come with. But I very much have focused in this life on what can we do to this physical body to put it at ease and put it into a relaxed state so that we have the mindset and we're in flow to do the work we want to do in the world.
Yes, I love that, because we need to take care of this body. This is the vehicle we are using to walk in this human experience. But it's also like a balance that we need to take care of. Dr. Shivani, what's Ayurveda?
So Ayurveda is an ancient system of medicine that's over 5,000 years old, and it encompasses yoga, pranayama, deep breathing techniques, self-care, nutrition, detoxification, herbology. There's so much that goes under the umbrella because Ayurveda teaches that to have true optimal health, body, mind, and spirit must be aligned. So I love it because it's a great foundational preventive way to live. And it's a great way to live your life in a way that's optimal, healthy, vibrant, where you feel really good and you're living in balance.
Body, mind, and spirit in balance. That would be the key to live a happy, healthy life.
Exactly.
Tell us more about because in your bio, you said a self-professed guinea pig who has tried it all. And I love that because I am in this spiritual healing energy, Akashic Records / blah, 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 blah path, because I went from try it all to fail in everything. Nothing really helped to me. Doesn't matter how successful a technique or a mechanism or strategy was for X amount of people, it didn't work for me. And I had to go through a really inner experience to be able to put myself into balance. So what was your experience about this that you said, I tried it all?
Well, as I watched my family suffer, and once I got sick myself in college, I tried to unpack what are the modalities that we could use every time we get sick. Like, what is that plan? Because I felt like I had been born with this weak immune system, and I just kept getting sicker and sicker and sicker. Mm-hmm. So every single thing that's out there, I tried on myself before I know whether it's a tool that I want to keep in my toolkit, whether it's a good tool for others to use. So for example, I have many different chiropractic physicians who I've tried, acupuncture, naturopathic doctors, homeopathic doctors, and in the spiritual side, Akashic Records and all these things as well, because I think across all the planes, body, mind, and spirit, it's great if you can keep moving in terms of your personal development, your physical development, and then know what works and what doesn't. So I now know if I pull a certain type of muscle or hurt something at the gym, I know the 5 places I'm going to go to quickly fix that and get back to the gym. Or if it's more hormonal imbalance and it could be stress or adrenals, I have a whole different protocol I follow now because I've already tried everybody. I've already gone to destination spas around the world, tried all the services, and understood for myself, well, out of what these people do, what's typically the best plan of action for any given type of issue? Mm-hmm. And then I try to bring that into my practice. So I teach something called Modern Ayurveda self-care rituals. And then recently I thought of the term integrative Ayurveda because people are asking me, hey, I want to prevent this. I want to prevent that. Well, Ayurveda has so much, but when you integrate it with the other incredible modalities out there, that's when I find you're truly serving someone. Like let's take Alzheimer's as an example. Ayurveda has great oils, great herbs, great practices for prevention of Alzheimer's. But let's talk about the cutting edge leaders out there who have told us 5 new things and proven through science some things that could work. That's integrative, bringing all the modalities together in a way to truly support someone for the answers that they seek.
Yeah, I love it because, I don't believe the solution is just, I'm not going to any medical treatment, or I'm not going to take any exam. No, our body is used to that. Our mind is used to that. But what you said is just, let's work together. Let's work together in a healthy way where we are really taking care of our body, our mind, and our spirit. So I really believe that when you are open enough to be able to practice from your heart, all of these modalities, and Ayurveda is letting us also and leading us and guiding us how to do it, that is really ideal. So what kind of health modalities do you also implement in your practice?
So typically when I sit down and do a Ayurveda lifestyle consultation, I pull primarily from Ayurveda. So I want to understand the dosha, which is also called a body constitution that someone has. I want to understand their healthy eating practices and what kind of healthy eating guidelines we can use from Ayurveda to help increase the digestive fire. And then I like to teach about the modern Ayurveda self-care rituals and help people integrate them into their day and customize it according to who they are. So that's what I focus on. And then if people bring me an issue or something they want to prevent, then we can dig into, well, have you tried this modality? Have you tried that modality? And I have like what I call a dream team. So here in South Florida where I live, I always know who are the best practitioners for what. And then I can send people to them and say, hey, look, you do the acupuncture, you do the chiropractic, you do infrared, massage. That's truly a spiritual experience. Like I will send the right person to the right practitioner and allow that healing practitioner to do that next level of work. I stay more on the side of educating the client that, look, we have so many options here, and self-care and the self-care rituals that you can practice every single day are foundational to optimal health.
Yeah, you said something that I really would like to discuss a little bit more, like daily rituals. Why those rituals are important, and what kind of rituals will you suggest, or do you do in your own practice that you feel have really helped you to increase your energy and be able to keep the balance between mind, body, and spirit?
Yes. So in Ayurveda, we teach a concept called the body constitutions, and one of them is called Vata. And what I found fascinating in my Ayurvedic master's degree was my teacher said over 90% of us in the US are Vata imbalanced. And what that means is we're just frenetic. We're running all over the place. Our minds are all over the place and scattered. It's like the wind energy, too much movement. And that really resonated with me. So I thought, okay, well, if I could give one solution to people, just one, where they could be more grounded and more present in their daily lives, what would that be? It would be the self-care rituals. So in Ayurveda, we have a classic set of rituals. It's 10 to 12 steps that you can follow every single day. And if you don't have that kind of time, you can do it once or twice a week or as much as you can, maybe on the weekend. So some of them I do every single day, and some of them are less frequent, like 3-4 times a week. An example of that would be when you wake up in the morning, when you go to brush your teeth, to also use a tongue cleaner, because a tongue cleaner detoxes the body. It removes plaque from inside the system. Another is oil pulling. So oil pulling comes from Ayurveda. We recommend taking sesame oil and holding it in the mouth and swishing it around for 5 to 20 minutes. So what does that do? It detoxes the body, pulls that bacteria and all the bad stuff out of your mouth. And there's so many different benefits to it. It increases the taste buds. It helps with your oral hygiene. And then we talk about meditation and yoga in the morning every single day, because that can be very grounding. And if you don't have time, I tell people just fit it in 5 minutes. It's not about perfection. It's truly about fitting these things in until they become so much a part of your daily life, you can't live without them. And that's when self-care gets easy and effortless. Once you do it for 21 days, 30 days, whatever that may be, it becomes so intrinsic that when it's missing, you think to yourself, what's missing? Why do I feel ungrounded? Why do I feel stressed? What can I do to change it? And you'll reach to self-care first. You won't reach to other things.
Oh, Dr. Shivani, thank you so much. Yeah. I do believe that intentions are very important. So waking up with the intention, I'm going to be present, that helps. But if you don't take actions, if you don't take real action in this third dimension, those intentions lose energy. They lose impact, and they may not really happen and stay during the day. So those rituals really help you to, this is my intention energetically, and here I'm proving that this is exactly what I want through the actions I'm taking. So really important what you said. And also the flexibility. It doesn't have to be 10 to 20 minutes, just 5 minutes. And every single interview I have had in this show, it's always the same recommendation: meditation, practice, yoga, exercise, deep breathing, eat healthy. And once again, we need to start taking care of our bodies, taking care of our own mind and own spirit. There are many things out there, but you need to start taking actions. And I love that you said that Ayurveda, they really have like a set of rituals where they guide you what to do, how to do it, those kind of things that I didn't have any idea. I have sesame oil right here that I don't use. And now when you said it, I said, now I understand why did I buy this sesame oil.
Yes, and you can use it for Abhyang massage. Abhyang massage is one of the rituals where you sit on a towel and you put sesame oil on your body, starting with your toes all the way up to your head. And it's also a great way to give oil to your head, your hair. It's to give you healthy, thicker hair. But when you do Abhyang massage to the body in the evening, you're giving oil to your joints, oil to your skin, and you can shower some of it off, but it gives you the most profound sleep and rest. It's one of my favorite rituals.
Oh, thank you so much. I will do it today with my husband. Come on, I do it to you and you do it to me.
Exactly.
Oh, I love these. And you said something also about the sesame oil in the morning. You just need to put it in your mouth and just move it around and then throw it away?
Yes, and when you throw it away, don't spit it in the sink, shower, or toilet. Only spit it in the trash, because oil like that will really clog the pipes of your house. Okay.
Oh, I love all of those things. So why we don't keep with one of these nice keys and tips so we can really start this healing process?
For sure.
So tell us more. Like, okay, we have the sesame oil, we have the meditation, yoga, at least for 5 minutes. What else would you suggest us so we can implement in our lives?
Definitely. So the order I do them, I wake up, I touch the floor, touch my forehead, and say thank you for a new day. And I set that intention. Then I use the restroom and I immediately go for meditation. I have found if I start doing anything else, all of a sudden meditating gets very hard. And if I'm not in the mood to meditate, I'll just do yoga stretches until I am in the mood to sit quietly for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to brush my teeth, tongue cleaner, oil pulling. Then we recommend drinking a glass of room temperature water, or room temperature water with lemon, or you can do ginger lemon tea. But it's just about putting something in the body that's not caffeinated. So a lot of us are in the habit of doing caffeine first. And we know from science now that that's taxing to our adrenal glands and it's a tax to our system. So oftentimes what I'll do while I'm heating the water for my tea, I'll have that glass of room temperature water. Because in Ayurveda, we really want to get your digestive system moving first thing. Everything in Ayurveda oftentimes is about how to get that digestive system really strong and really moving for the day.
What about green juice?
So green juice is awesome. I have green juice away from all meals because one of our healthy eating guidelines is don't have anything to drink 15 minutes before your meal or up to an hour after. So I have found if I have green juice anywhere around a mealtime, it's a problem. But I think having a smoothie or green juice in the morning is a great time to get that in.
So instead of the tea or after the tea? Or after the water, lemon water, or the room temperature water?
Correct. I would do it after that water. Okay. And it's fine to do anything like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then once you've had your water, then you can start getting ready for the day, bathe, get dressed. And breakfast, we recommend you keep it light, and that lunch is the largest meal of the day. And then dinner is a small meal again. Mm-hmm. And so dry brushing, abhyang massage, these other tips from Ayurveda, for me, are oftentimes an evening ritual or moved into the weekend, because we don't always have time for that on your weekday mornings.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Shivani, thank you so much. I love to have these conversations just because we forget the importance of our body. And for some reason, we have disconnected body, mind, and spirit. So I found a lot of people, they do a lot of exercise, but they don't listen to their body. They don't listen to their inner guide. They don't have these practices where they can really connect to the divinity we are. Or people who are always taking care of this, I love to call it spiritual world, where they meditate, they work with rocks, minerals, but they are not eating well or healthy. They don't move their bodies. And it's always a disconnection. And just when we have an intentional daily practice that we are one, and these are just parts of the illnesses that we need to integrate intentional, we're going to keep on having a lot of disease and just suffering from depression, chronic fatigue, and all of those things that we are going through nowadays in this world.
It's true. It's very true.
So let's remind the listeners where they can go to find out more about you again.
Sure. So I have two websites. One is ShivaniGupta.com, Shivani, Gupta is Gupta.com. My supplement company that I built based on Ayurvedic herbs is called Fusionary Formulas. So it's FUSIONARY, formulas.com. And then on Instagram, it's at Dr. Shivani Gupta or at Fusionary Formulas.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shivani Gupta, for sharing your healing superpowers with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And you, thank you so much for joining us. I am AngelaMaría. Conscious creation, change actions, shift energy to live heaven down here on earth. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Are you ready to discover your superpowers? Go now to superpowerexperts.com and take the superpower quiz today.